Dear students, in this lesson we are going to see about collision theory. The collision theory was started in 1916 and then 1918. In 1916, Max Strauss and in 1918 by William Lewis. So it is because of their efforts now the so-called collision theory we are going to discuss now. It is based on, the collision theory is based on kinetic theory of gases. According to kinetic theory, gas molecules will be moving here and there. Based upon that theory, collision theory is being developed. For the reaction A2, a molecule A2 reacts with B2 to form 2AB. Let this be the reaction. Let all be in the gaseous state. For this reaction, the rate may be given as, rate may be directly proportional to number of molecules which are colliding per second. Number of molecules colliding per second, per liter per second, I can say like that, per liter per second. All right. So the speed of this collision between the molecules, only when the molecules collide, reaction will occur. The reaction may happen only if the molecules collide among themselves. First of all, there should be contact between molecules. How can there be contact? Only by collision. And therefore, rate of the reaction depends on collision. Therefore, number of molecules colliding per liter per second. I can say like that. So, collision rate, it is nothing but collision rate. It is nothing but collision rate. So, this collision rate may be directly proportional to concentration of A2, reactant A2, and concentration of reactant B2. When the concentration increases, when the density increases, the collision possibility for collision increases. Number of molecules colliding per second will get increased. So collision rate is directly proportional to the reactant A2 and B2. All right, directly proportional to product of the concentration of the reactants. When the concentration becomes higher and higher, the number of molecules colliding will be higher. All right. Therefore, rate will also be higher. Collision rate will also be higher. If we equate, we should introduce proportionality constant. Let it be capital Z. Z into concentration of A2 into concentration of B2. It is a constant. The constant may be considered as collision frequency. So, we will be in this collision theory, we will be getting so many constants, and you should know what are they. So, collision frequency. So, depending upon the frequency of collision, we get a constant. Therefore, it is said to be frequency, collision frequency, constant named as collision frequency. All right. So, what is collision theory? The collision theory is going to talk about rate of a reaction. Now, let me say, according to kinetic theory of gases, at 298 Kelvin, usually 298 Kelvin is considered as room temperature, near about 25 degrees Celsius. 298 Kelvin is considered as room temperature. At about 1 atmosphere pressure. So, pressure 1 atmosphere, temperature 298 Kelvin. At this temperature, each molecules undergo collision, each molecule. And the collision is found to be 10 power 9 collisions, 10 power 9 collisions per second. In 1 second, one molecule may collide 10 power 9 collisions per second. So each molecule at this temperature, near about this room temperature, at this pressure, each molecule, each and every molecule of say A2 and B2 are making 10 power 9 collisions per second within 1 second. That means one collision made by each molecule, one collision by each molecule, by one molecule or each molecule, let me say, will happen within 10 power minus second. Within 10 power minus 9 second, that is 1 by 10 power 9. 1 by 10 power 9, that is 10 power minus 9. Within that second fraction, 9 zeros. Within that time, each molecule collide at least one time. So one collision is made by each molecule within 10 power minus 9 second. So within 10 power minus 9 second, each molecule is making collision. That means the reaction would have completed within 10 power minus 9 second. Whether it is happening? Usually it won't happen. So the expectation is that since at room temperature and room atmospheric pressure, each molecule makes 10 power 9 collisions. Each and every molecule makes 10 power 9 collisions per second. That means each molecule is making one collision within 10 power minus 9 seconds. That is the meaning. Alright, 9 collisions per second means 10 power minus 9. Within 10 power minus 9 seconds, one collision by one molecule is made. So each and every molecule, if it collides, the reaction would have happened within 10 power minus 9 seconds. That's what we expect, because already we said rate of a reaction is directly proportional to the number of molecules colliding per liter per second. If one molecule is colliding within 10 power minus 9 second, 9 second, naturally the reaction would be very fast. Within 10 power minus 9 second, the reaction would have completed. Reaction should be completed or would have completed. Whether it is happening, it's not happening. So there should be some other factor apart from this collision. There should be some other factor. What is it? Now we say each and every collision may not result in the formation of product. When in carom, when we play, when the striker we are striking and the coins they meet, or striker they meet, whether those collisions are resulting in colliding among themselves, no, they repel, they go away. Likewise, many molecules, when they come in contact and they go back, they bounce back, they come, strike each other and go off. It may need not result in the formation of AB. It may be A, it may be B. They may meet and they may go off. Just like A and B. It may be A2, it may be B2. It may go off. It may not result in the formation of products. Alright. So all the collisions need not be effective collision. Only certain collisions are effective. Even though within 10 power minus second each molecule collide one time, the collision need not be effective. In order to react, now we say the reactant molecules should possess certain minimum energy for the molecule to react. That minimum energy we say energy of activation, EA. Energy of activation is the minimum energy which a molecule must possess, energy of activation, for converting the molecule into product. For example, many may enter in, many may get application, many may apply for NEET examination, and at last only those students who have got minimum mark, we say cut-off mark, pass mark, are eligible to become doctors. And even then, even that eligibility mark may not be sufficient. Among them, toppers, those who have got certain cut-off mark depending upon various categories, OC, MBC, BC, etc. Based upon that, there will be a certain cut-off. Only those students can enter into medical college, government medical college. So only those molecules which are having certain amount of energy, minimum energy, can react to form products. Others cannot enter in, even though they might have scored some marks, but that may be less than EA. Only if it is more than EA, they can enter into medical college. Otherwise, they have to bounce back and they have to continue some other thing. So that is said to be energy of activation. For example, I can draw a graph. Potential energy against progress of the reaction. Potential energy against progress of the reaction. PE is potential energy. Alright. It is the energy of reactant. For the reactant to form product may be lower in energy. If it is exothermic, it may be lower in energy. Straight away it cannot come here. It is not the route. Of course, if directly allowed to study, the student might have studied and passed MBBS. That is different. But there is a barrier in between. Need barrier is there. And we have to cross that need barrier. Only then we can form product. The reactant to become product, which is lesser than this energy, but it has to climb the energy barrier, energy of activation. It is exothermic because the product is having lower energy. If it is endothermic, it will be here. Same graph I can give, potential energy, progress of the reaction. The graph will be like this. Reactant, product concentration will be higher. That is endothermic. Alright. Again, this is energy of activation. Don't forget, this is energy of activation. Only if it reaches here, it can form product. It is product and it is reactant. For the reactant to become product, it has to cross energy barrier, that is energy of activation. So first one, collision is energy essential. It depends on collisions we set, and collision rate is set into A2 into B2 we have given. But now it should cross energy barrier we set. So minimum energy, it should get the minimum energy. If the energy of activation is, if the energy is less than energy of activation, the molecules will be intact. They will not get broken and they cannot form product. Alright. Now, to explain the energy of activation, now we are introducing yet another constant, what is called collision frequency, collision factor. Collision frequency, it is collision factor. Collision factor F is introduced. Collision factor F, small f. Collision factor or frequency of collision, fraction of collision I can say. Which is equal to, F is equal to e power minus EA by RT. So now rate depends on e power minus EA by RT. Alright. So for example, if the reactant proceeds with say energy of activation 100 joule per mole, 100 joule per mole, 100 kilojoule per mole, let it be 100 kilojoule per mole. Energy of activation, let it be 100 kilojoule per mole. And then let the temperature be 300 T. R value we know. What is the value of R? It is 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin. It is a constant we know. R is equal to 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin. So fraction of collision or collision factor F is equal to e power minus EA by RT. EA is energy of activation. That is the minimum energy that the molecule must possess for the conversion of reactant into product, and therefore rate depends on this collision factor. Apart from this, rate also depends on this collision factor. So F is equal to e power minus EA by RT. So let us consider that the minimum energy required for the reactant to proceed EAB 100 kilojoule per mole. That's what we have assumed. At the temperature of 300, that is room temperature, near about 28 Kelvin. Earlier 298, now it is approximation 300 Kelvin. At about 300 Kelvin. What will be the value of F? F is equal to e power minus, what is the value of EA? 100 kilojoule, but it is joule. Always it should be converted into joule or it should be converted into kilojoule. Let it be joule. 100 into 10 power minus 3 joule per mole per Kelvin. I converted kilojoule into joule by multiplying with 1000. Alright, divided by EA divided by RT. What is the value of RT? 8.314 joule per mole per Kelvin into 300 Kelvin. Alright. Kelvin and Kelvin get cancelled. Mole inverse get cancelled. Joule and it is not Kelvin per Kelvin. Mole and mole get cancelled. Kelvin inverse Kelvin get cancelled. Joule and joule get cancelled. Now what will be the value of e power minus? Here 8.3 into 3 approximately 25. 8.3 into 3. This we should always know. 3 into 8.314 approximately 25. 3 into 8 24. 0.3 something, therefore 125 approximately. Alright. Now 100 into 10 power 3 means 1000 divided by 25 into 100. Am I correct? Out of 300 I have taken only 3. 3 into 100. 3 into 8.314 25. 100 and 100 get cancelled, which is equal to 100 by 25 means 4, 40. E power minus 40. The value of e power minus 40 is approximately 4 into 10 power minus 18. The value of e power minus 40 is 4 into 10 power minus 18, which is equal to 4 by 10 power 18. What does it mean? The collision factor, the rate depends on collision factor, which says out of 10 power 18 collisions, only 4 collisions are effective. See, there may be so many number of collisions, but among them only 4 may be effective. So many persons may be moving here and there in the world. So many persons may be moving at our house, at our village, at our town, whatever it may be. Only few may make friendship. Alright. So out of 1 into 18 zeros, only 4 collisions are effective. That's what revealed by the term energy of activation based on collision factor F. The collision factor F reveals that at room temperature, if the energy of activation is 100 kilojoule per mole, only 4 collisions are effective out of 10 power 18 collisions. That is the meaning. Collision factor, fraction of collision, it is out of 10 power 18, only 4 collisions are effective. Alright. Again, this may not give the accurate rate of the reaction. So, rate is only 4 by 10 power 18. Likewise, we cannot say. Again, we have to go in for one more term. What is it? Orientation factor. What is orientation factor? If the molecules come, let me start here. The orientation factor A2, the molecule A2, let me draw the molecule A2. It is A2, molecule A2 combines with molecule B2. Alright, molecule B2. A2 and B2 combine. I say it is proper alignment. They are combining in proper alignment. Proper alignment. Reactant. They form intermediate compound. How? A2 and B2 are closer. It is the intermediate. A2 and B2 are closer. A2, B2. It is the intermediate. It results in effective collision. Effective collision has happened. Intermediate. you should form product. How? So reactant, effective collision has happened, intermediate has formed, and it results in the formation of product. Two products we are getting. One, AB. AB, 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 AB and AB. AB, AB. This bond is broken. This bond is broken. This bond is formed. Earlier bond is broken. New bond is formed. This bond is broken. This bond is formed. This is broken. This is formed. That's what happening here. It is because of proper alignment the product is possible. All right. At the same time, there may be improper alignment. Let me show improper alignment. Improper alignment may be A, A2, molecule is A2, combines with BB, B2, a molecule B2, A2, B2, A2 combined with B2 to become C intermediate compound AA, BB, because the direction of direction goes like that. Reactant, ineffective collision, ineffective collision, intermediate. What will happen? There is no possibility for bond cleavage and then bond formation. Again the bond cleavage occurs here, and we are getting once again back A and B. A, product A, and then product B. AA, BB. Again A2, B2. We get A2, B2. That means the reactant is regenerated. That's all. We didn't get any product because of ineffective collision. Here they are coming closer. A and B can face together. A and B can face together. So the bond is broken, it is formed. Here it is not happening so. Here A and A is closer, B and the approach is different. And therefore here bond formation, here cleavage means it will be separate. It is not possible. A alone separately, B alone separately, not possible. Therefore, in this alignment, the product is not formed. Reactant is once again regenerated. Here we talk about what is called fraction of effective collision is given in terms of steric factor P. Now we introduce what is called a steric factor. Steric factor P. So earlier we have introduced collision factor. Earlier we have introduced collision factor. Collision frequency Z. And then we have introduced collision factor. Collision frequency, collision factor. And now we have introduced what is called steric factor. Alright. The fraction of effective collision is also based on proper alignment, proper orientation, which is given by steric factor. And therefore rate is given as rate is equal to steric factor. That's what we have discussed now. Collision factor F, and then what else? Collision frequency Z. Collision frequency means collision Z into A2 into B2. Now what is F? What is F? F is nothing but e power minus EA by RT into Z into A2 into B2. That gives the rate. But we know that rate is equal to Z into A2 into B2, which also depends on F, which is nothing but EA by RT. A by RT, Z into A2 by B2, and then steric factor P. All those three we have coupled. P, F, Z into A2 by A2 into B2. That is reactants A2 and B2. Now, we know rate of this reaction as per our chemical kinetics. Rate is directly proportional to the product of the active mass of the reactant, which is equal to rate constant K into active mass of A2 into active mass of B2. When we equate these two equations, equation 1 and 2, let me say, from 1 and 2, what we are generating? K is equal to, because K into A2 into B2 is equal to this much. So K, A2 and B2 get cancelled, or else once again let me write, K into A2 into B2 is equal to P into e power minus EA by RT into Z into A2 into B2. Alright? Active mass of A2 into active mass of B2, molar concentration A2 and B2 get cancelled, common terms. Therefore, what we are getting is minus EA by RT. What we are getting is final equation. K is equal to P into Z into e power minus EA by RT. This is the expression for rate constant. So, rate constant, according to collision theory, rate constant of a reaction is related to steric factor, that is alignment, proper alignment factor, and then collision factor, collision frequency, how many times a molecule is getting collided, collision frequency, and then collision factor. All the three is the depending factor, and based upon that the rate constant is derived, and that is known as collision theory. So at last we should appreciate collision theory. What it likes to explain was the rate of a reaction depends on collision, all right, collision frequency, all right, number, how many times collisions are happening. When it is denser, collisions will be greater, yes, we accept. But not only that, energy of activation is also playing a vital role. For the reactant to become product, it should have minimum energy, and that minimum energy we call energy of activation, all right. So, we have illustrated with an example. For this example, out of 10 power 18 collisions, only 4 is found to be effective. Even in that, alignment should be proper. If improper alignment means the reaction will not happen, only proper alignment is needed. Therefore, we introduced P. P is for steric factor, proper alignment, and Z is for collision frequency, and it is for collision factor. Collision factor F is nothing but e power minus EA by RT. Based upon that, collision theory reveals that it depends on all the three important factors. We should consolidate collision, and then here energy of activation, there alignment factor. All right. With that, we end up with the collision theory. Thank you.